Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about COVID-19, and we're going to talk about it from a different perspective. Again, remember last week we said that we're going to have like a 3 or 4 part series. So this is the second installment of that 4 part series. We're going to discuss today mostly the mental health aspect of the epidemic and how you can deal with it. We're going to try to get some tips. We're going to get the perspective of my friend to my left, who happens to be an occupational therapist. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Larry. I'm an occupational therapist. I work for New York City Department of Education.
All right. So, Larry, just how long have you been an occupational therapist?
Almost 20 years.
Okay, cool. So you're an experienced guy. So I'm sure you haven't seen anything like this.
No.
Okay, none of us, right?
None of us.
So, what has been the biggest challenge for you during this whole pandemic lockdown?
Trying to do treatments with my kids virtually because I work with special needs kids in elementary, middle school setting. And I'm used to seeing my kids hands-on every day. So trying to figure out how to give them treatment over the computer has been the most difficult challenge of this so far.
How long generally is a session with your client?
30 minutes.
Okay, and how often?
Depending on the kids' needs, some of them are once, twice, or 3 times a week.
Okay, so what has been the biggest challenge of the whole process so far for you?
Trying to figure out the best treatment approach virtually.
Okay, and have you figured that out?
I will say that it's still a work in process. It's a work in progress,
Okay.
but I think I'm finally starting to get a handle on it.
Okay, and have you had a lot of success in your online, or do you think that you need that in-person therapy to have better results?
Now, that's a very good question, man. Very good question. Depending on the kid,
Yeah.
some kids I feel like has responded a lot better to virtual therapy than the actual hands-on. I will say it depends on every kid is different, so it's kind of hard to say that this definitely works better than the other. I would say it's on a case-by-case basis.
Okay. So, are you looking forward to going back to school?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's as far as your work, that I understand that. But how have you been holding up personally during this whole pandemic?
Okay, so on a personal level, I'm single. So
Yeah.
on a personal level, it's been a little hard because you don't have that person to come home to conversate with, to commemorate with what you're going through on a day to day. So you can talk on the phone, you can do Zoom or whatever, but it's nothing. It's not the same as actual human to human contact. So it's been very difficult to deal with this because I'm a people person. I like being around people. I like talking to people. And when you don't have that on a day to day, it starts to get to you. So it kind of brings you down a little bit.
Gotcha. And you're not originally from New York, are you?
No.
So how has your family? Where you're from originally?
Florida.
And how has your family dealt with the whole pandemic thing in Florida?
Well, my family right now is spread out.
Okay.
So I still have my dad down in Florida, but I have one sister in Florida as well. But then I have another sister in Memphis. I have another sister in Baltimore. Everybody's doing the best that they can under the circumstances. Everybody's doing well. Nobody's gotten sick, so I'm very thankful for that. But I think under the circumstances, we're all doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I mean, they're all doing okay, it seems. So we keep in contact with each other as much as we can.
So back to your job a little bit. I just was interested to find out. Do you find that your clients are dealing with the pandemic in a good way, or do you find that they're struggling with the whole lockdown and stuff?
I think a lot of them are struggling, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them are struggling. I've actually had parents that broken down with me over the computer because they're stressed out with dealing with the kids that they have. They have special needs kids.
Yes.
These are not normal kids. These
Right.
are kids that have behavioral issues,
Yeah.
that have sensory issues. So it's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
And it's 24/7. You don't get that the break
Yeah.
of to kind of unwind, because you're dealing with this kid all day long.
Yeah.
Not only that, you're working probably from home yourself, so
Yeah.
you're dealing with your work, you're dealing with your special needs kid. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So I've had parents that's literally like broken down and like,
Wow.
it's been rough.
Gotcha.
It's been rough.
Got you. So thanks a lot, man. Thanks for sharing with us. Do you have any tips or anything that you would like to recommend to parents? Maybe a few tips you could, 1 or 2 tips you could give before we leave today? How to deal with the whole lockdown with challenged children?
The only thing that I can see at this point is just trying to take whatever time you can have for yourself to decompress and center yourself so you can deal with your day-to-day life. If it's just taking a bubble bath, you know, if it's just meditation, yoga, whatever you can do to center yourself, to get yourself right, to get back into doing what you need to do to take care of your kid and take care of your business. You do what you got to do. So that's the best advice that I can probably give to any parent at this point until we get back to normal.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. All right, guys. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned. Next week, we'll go through part 3 and we'll deal with a lot more of the community reaction. We'll try to touch on the political aspect of this. I know we haven't talked about it much, but thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next week. Peace.